reality. What can you do? The fact that 90% of the Jews or the non-Jews in the world do not even know there's such thing, reincarnation in raw material and in animals, that they change reality? Huh. They can live in the darkness for the rest of their life. But that's reality. It's no joke. And most of the hardest reincarnations are in animals. Guess to who? Dogs is one of the worst ones. Who comes back in this kind of animals? Maybe better not to say. If you don't want headlines tomorrow. Yeah. Huh? The Gemara say a dangerous dog is not allowed to raise in a house. Dogs that are no danger, it's allowed but not recommended. Why dog? Because dog, from 2 million different kinds of animal, is the worst animal out of all of them. It's the most filthy animal in a spiritual aspect, not physical. It can be very nice, clean dog with fur, very clean. They give him twice a day showers, 100% cleaner than people. That's not what we're talking here about his body, if he's clean or not, or if he's cute with his beautiful blue eyes. We're talking about the nefesh of the dog. The nefesh of the dog is the most impure nefesh from all the animals. Even worse than chazir. Why is it? Why is it? So when Hashem sends a person to be reincarnated in dogs, that means he takes a Jewish soul, which is the purest thing on the creation, and attach it to the nefesh of the dog, which is the filthiest thing in the creation. And just imagine the torture. That you take the purest to the worst and attach them together for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, that this dog will be alive. It's a nightmare for the soul. It's worse than Gehenom, worse than hell. Imagine hell. Hell is worse than Auschwitz. And this suffering is worse than hell. So just imagine how horrible it is for the people. It's not that the dog is cold now on the street and people curse and kick him and he's starving for 2 days, that's the punishment. No. Even if it's the dog of the King of England or the Queen of England and having the best life you can imagine, eating steaks for breakfast and having massage and go to the amusement park and go on trips and have a swimming lesson. And even bar mitzvah they made to him. They got him tefillin, the Reformed Jews. He looks very happy, the dog. The dog himself is happy. Who suffered? The soul that is reincarnated in him. The dog enjoys. He runs after balls. All dogs. With dogs that have a person reincarnated in them. And dogs who doesn't have the same pleasure from life. The dog. But the soul is suffering from the connection. The connection is horrible. There is different kinds of punishment. There's also kafakela. ואת נפש הרשע יקלענה בכף הקלע. It's a horrible thing. It's like the slingshot, making him fly with no rest from one side of the world to the other, and horrible angels eating him up with whips of fire. We don't understand what it means. Believe me, if people would know the price of the sins, most likely not one person will make one sin a year. Today it's all easy. Everyone say whatever they want. Everyone do whatever they want. Everyone say, think whatever they want. They don't know the consequences. They don't know the consequences. Okay, let's move on. Nissim Yagen Alav HaShalom, he passed away about 15 years ago. He was a very strong speaker. He came one time to New Jersey. He was in America. They told him someone just died in an accident. 21 years old boy from a rich family in New Jersey. They sitting Shiva. May the Rav come and give a strong speech there for everyone is broken there. Okay, he went there. He gave them a speech. And the people eating after the speech, they hear by the door scratching, like this by the door, like nails. They opened the door, a huge dog standing by the door. Huge, scary dog, looked like a wolf. Everybody started to scream, wow! Right away they closed the door. Then again. And the rabbi say, open the door. He's clever. Dog doesn't show up at night, 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. in New Jersey in a nice, beautiful mansion, standing by the door when everyone sits Shiva and try to walk in. No barking, no going crazy, nothing. Like this, like a nebech. Open the door. They opened the door, he walked, he went and sat right on a couch. There was one single couch. He was brave enough and not politically correct. And he said to them, this is your son came back. There's no wonder he came here. And the mother started to scream, this is where my son liked this couch. He was sitting on it all the time. The whole Shiva did not leave. There is, Schwab, the Schwab brothers. Everybody knows them in America. They're the biggest rabbis in America. Among the top 10 that ever lived here. Two brothers, Mordechai Menachem Schwab and Shimon Schwab. Very big Chachamim. They lived in Monsey. One of them, Rav Mordechai Menachem Schwab, he was going to the yeshiva, of course, every day. One day a cat showed up, waiting by his door. He walks out, the cat walks with him. He walks to the yeshiva, the cat walks next to him. He comes, the cat sits by the door of the yeshiva. He's there for hours. He comes out to go home, the cat follows him. Everywhere he goes, the cat walks with him. 1 week like this. Everybody in Monsey said, there's a cat attached to the leg of Rav Mordechai Menachem Schwab Zatzal. The cat doesn't want to go anywhere. Doesn't leave him alone. Everywhere he goes, he's waiting there over there. After a week, he came to the yeshiva. He said to the cat, I know what you need. We're going to do it for you now, but please, after that, you leave me. He got into the yeshiva. He said, everyone stop 1 second. We're going to say Kaddish for the soul of the person is reincarnated in this cat. And one person got up, Rabbi Hananiah ben Akashia Omer, Tzah HaKadosh Baruch Hu Zakot Israel, everybody got up and they started to say Kaddish. Listen carefully, everyone in Monsey of that time, they all witnessed that story. Hundreds of people. As they finished the Kaddish, the cat turned around, came to cross the street to the other side, a car came, killed them on the spot. 5 seconds after the Kaddish finished, the cat died. Tikkun. Finish this tikkun. That's what he needed, this Kaddish for his soul.